Okay, Lirra Bishop, followed by Julie Waltz.
I don't think, okay, it's on now. Okay, first of all, Mr. Buster, I just want to take a few seconds to thank you for acknowledging the efforts of the David Allen Dokich protesters. That was very nice and unexpected. Secondly, Mr. Ashley, you had mentioned that I was beating a dead horse. I don't believe that the Constitution is a dead horse. I believe in the full power of the United States Constitution, and everything that goes along with it. You said that our protest in front of the Dokich house really had nothing to do, had no effect because David Allen Dokich still stayed in the house. And you're right that he still stayed in the house. What you failed to mention was the reason why the Riverside County Sheriff was so effective in their surveillance of Dokich, and the reason why they were so effective. The reason why they were so effective is because we were giving them information. You cannot sit here and pretend that the Riverside County Sheriff's Department, and I do respect them highly, but the amount of attention they gave that sex offender would not have happened without the continued presence for 9 months. Please let me finish. Please let me finish.
No, I just wanted to say, I didn't mean to diminish that at all. But the sheriff had.
Can you please stop my time?
The sheriff, I'll give you a little more time. The sheriff had a device where he was following electronically. They were following him.
I know.
They didn't need anybody to say he left. They knew they were on him every second.
I know. I know.
They didn't.
I know because Lori Stone told me, the paid volunteer.
Yeah. So, okay,
she told me.
Continue. I didn't mean to diminish your. It was very important. It was very telling, and the whole thing. And we were all very emotionally involved in it at that time. So I don't, in any way, want to diminish. That was very important. But the deal is, despite all the attention we gave him, basically when they caught him in that pool room, they knew he was going there, and they had him electronically surveilled, and so they were going to get him in just a matter of when he messed up. But it did help. When they were alerting him to his leaving, all that, I think in the early stages of that was very important. I don't think they were surveilling him, as effectively until later on into it. So that did help. So I apologize if I caused any chagrin on that. I'm sorry.
Well, I accept your apology. I wish you would have made that point when there was a full audience, because now they're going to go with the impression.
I didn't realize I wasn't trying to do that. I didn't realize I gave that impression. I was just trying to explain it, and then until your comments, and until I saw the reaction, your comments, I realized that my comments may have been taken differently than I intended. So that's why. So I didn't. That's why.
Well, I do accept your apology. I appreciate that. Again, on the issue of beating a dead horse, again, I do not believe that the First Amendment is a dead horse. I truly believe that this board made a huge error. Mr. Stone, Mr. Ashley, Mr. Tavaglione, and Mr. Wilson. I'm going to stand here and take your advice, Mr. Buster, and formally ask this board, and I do realize that it's a new board, to please consider placing on the agenda the issue of repealing Ordinance 884. The ordinance had absolutely no effect in helping the Church of Scientology. There are still protests that take place because that is a business. It was originally introduced at the request of the Church of Scientology, not because of a Mormon bishop who was attacked. Mr. Stone, we make mistakes in life, and it is okay. It is really okay to say, you know what, it was a mistake. I'm asking you to please, just with a clear mind, just take the time to reconsider the purpose of 884, the restrictions that are put on our voices as people, and to please seriously consider the repeal of Ordinance 884. I ask you that respectfully. Thank you.
Ms. Bishop, if you would call my secretary, I would be happy to meet with you and Ms. Walls and discuss the ordinance. It's been in place now for a while, and we can now get a report from the sheriff about any enforcement issues, and I'm going to sit down and talk with you about it.
Oh, we can meet with her today, or make the appointment today?
Make the appointment today.
Thank you.
Good. And then I think you can get probably an opinion on county council, about the ordinance as well. Okay, Julie Walls.